Hello, this is Swifty2221 with a review of Megatron. This is the Transformers Prime version. This is his, mode. This is his kind of shippy mode thing. They could have made it a bit better, in my opinion, because in the actual thing, that's not gap. That's not all a gap. It's a big piece. You know, they could have done weight shifting or something. They could have folded it out. It's annoying that this folds. These move still afterwards. The arms go up. Everything moves. It's very hard to keep it to stay like this. It's not very hard, but if you start to move it a bit, you can just move it just enough to get it annoyed. But yeah, these do have kind of something to clip into. They do come out quite easily though. Of course, don't know where the kind of jet thing is, but whatever. He's got, of course, his weapon stored on top. Port, and a little inside port in there for storage when he's in robot mode. See, this one is for storage on here, and this one is for when he's actually using it. It's not the best song, but yeah, I'll get to that when he's in man mode. It's cool. He's a see-through plastic. He's got paint here, you know, he's got everywhere paint really. These are all extra, added on. This is added on, that's added on. There isn't much paint actually on him apart from this thing there and this Decepticon symbol. Then there's the head it's all just extra. The middle chest piece is this. The rest of it is just load of stuff that just isn't see-through plastic. It's not that bad, really. It does at least look kind of like what he is in the film, except the fact that you can see his head. He can watch you while he's flying. Here you can see his hands. You can even see his arms. You can see another arm. You can see his massive cannons on his arm. Of course, that's there anyway. You can see his legs. You can see him. You know what I mean? You can even see his chest and all this. You can see the lot. You can see him. Of course, I think they should have put these screws. They could have done it in a different way so that these screws were not showing upwards. Because I understand when underneath you can see stuff, but the fact that you can see everything on top. The only thing you can see underneath is the legs. That's about it. I mean, these ports on his legs are really annoying. Because, really, if they would have had the legs the other way, I'd put some up. So that these were on top, and this was on the bottom. I'd be fine with it. But, yeah, not bad though. They've got paint, it's quite accurate, really. You know, it's just not fully accurate in the centre. So that's about all I can say about his alt mode. So let's get to transformation. Really, you've got to kind of get his arm right. If you unclip it, it's kind of got a little peg in there that goes in there, and bring his leg, spin it, turn it a bit, bring it forward. Really, well, it's kind of forward. Then you kind of bring his leg round, and it kind of goes in there. It doesn't clip or anything, but then that's one of the problems. But that clips down. Of course, I'll fold that instead and turn it down. So you've got a standing up weird thing. Yeah. You then bring this down one of his little things. He has two hinges, and you bring it down one. Then you fold these back. You kind of they do unclip kind of the first one, and then the second one you just pull it through, and so that it looks like, well, that it will be a bit closer. It's just his head is in the way, but you've got to bring that down, clip it in. Of course, no, you're supposed to do that afterwards. Sorry, but yeah, these arms, you literally just take the gun. This goes into that little slot in there, and then you bring one arm out. You spin the gun and put it up against his arm and bring it forward, and there you have him without any extras or anything. He has port inside his gun. Port for transformation. He's got another port underneath his gun for transformation. He's got another port underneath his arm for transformation. He's got then of course the 2 ports on his legs, which you don't get at all because they're not used in anything, unless you want to store the sword there, but that's a bit strange in my opinion. He's quite cool. He's got, of course, see-through, painted, of course. Torso could be painted a bit more, in my opinion. He could have added, they could have made him look really Decepticon-y, and the back could have had more systems or something. But that's what they did. This is all they did. They could have painted. I think they should have painted that bit there, the same as this one, purple. They should have added in these lines in there of purple. The gun could have done with a silver, like they have in the film, and different colours up it, like they have in the film. It's not completely like multicoloured or anything. It's like 2 different shades of greys and silvers. They could have used a different plastic for here, because this is different to the front, so it looks kind of weird. Don't know if you can see it on the camera very well, but that's it. He can move, he can go full leg all the way forward, all the way like up there. Of course, knee joint. You can then fold his leg all the way backward as well, all the way. When you fold it down, there's 360 degrees on that. It kind of folds back when it does it because of these little things for transformation, but that's good. You bring his arms all the way out. You can bring this up. You can even spin it sideways if you want to. That's a bit weird, but no movement on the head. That's a bit annoying, but gotta live with it. The gun, of course, can actually move. Shouldn't do, but I think they should have clipped it in somehow. But this is what we got. His face actually is quite cool. I like it. It's quite accurate to the movie. They could have done something with the kind of helmet thing around it, but I'm fine with it how it is. This stuff in there. Of course, this little thing here, of course, is for this little gap, but it does look a bit odd. Then there's this sword, which of course this little pinhole in there, it clips in. He has it like he has in the film. The episodes on the TV, of course. And then this little thing, like I was saying in there, I don't know if you can see it, goes into the little thing on his back there. Just go straight on, and there you have it. Really, that's about all you do with him. I do add in some extra weapons of my own. Dark of the Moon, but Optimus Primes. Don't know what they're called in the thing, but that's that. And then there's the original from this guy's set, Optimus Prime. I also stick that on this hand, but I display him with them. But this is him, and that's all I can say. This is 52221 saying Transformers are cool. If you love them, you're just like him.